Hey everybody, welcome back to Tavian's World of Reptiles. I hope you guys are having a fantastic hump day. Hope you guys have enough energy to get through the rest of this week. You're almost there. Don't give up. Stay strong. Stay strong. Uh, First of all, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on my living situations. Today is the 19th. I am moving from this house on the 23rd, so I am very excited about it. I'm super close to moving. I'm not sure how much more I'm going to be filming between now and then. I'll probably do this video and then maybe one more to show me packing up all the animal stuff, cleaning out their enclosures, getting them into what they're going to be traveling in when I go to my next place. And I will probably do that the night before the move so that everybody will be ready to go and just pick up and go the next morning. So I will probably do a video on that so that you guys can follow that around. Now, something else that I wanted to talk to you guys about is the reptile room, or the shop that's going to be my reptile room is not complete at my new place. It actually has a lot of work to be done on it. I need to put up drywall and to do a lot of spray foaming to really just secure all the cracks that are happening around the shop to make sure that everything is going good. There was also a tree that was starting to grow in through one part, so I'm going to just like spray foam, fill in the heck out of that so that it's super secure and nobody could get out if they wanted to. So it's got a lot of work to do. So it probably will not be ready for like another month to 2 months after I've moved. So in that time, my reptiles will continue to be in my bedroom with me, which is, I said in that one video, is twice the size of this room. It's not quite twice the size of this room, but I believe there will be enough space for me to have myself and all my reptiles, including my iguana, in the room with me. But if not, then there is space throughout the rest of the house. They are excited to have me actually put some of the animals out so that they can see them. So I might not even shove them all in my room with me, just because some of the people that I'm living with are excited to be able to, have access to them and see them, which they will have readily access to actually once I get the reptile room set up. So, but anyway, I'm rambling. Yeah, they will be shacking it with me in my room still for another month or two after I've moved. But after that, the reptile room should be put together. It should be good, and you guys will get to watch the process of how that comes together. And I'll definitely record the whole thing because it'll be experiences I've never had. I've never done anything with drywalling or insulation foam or any of that. So it'll be a new experience. But the people I'm living with, they know what they're doing, and they have experience. Sorry about that, Rackus. My iguana is deciding to do some rumbling around over there while I'm trying to record this video. So anyway. Yeah, so that's an update on that. But, however, this video is not necessarily all about me. This video is about this little cutie. Look at her. Yeah. Now, as usual, this camera is not going to get as beautiful of a shot as I would like to get of her. This is TOPH, my Brazilian Rainbow Boa. I got her from Snakes at Sunset, October of 2017. She's still very small, way smaller than anybody else I've seen with a Brazilian Boa about this age. But she started life with some difficulties. Now, you can't catch it in the camera, but here, check out this picture. So this is her left eye. This left eye, as you can see, is all sort of white and clouded over, and you would think that she was going to shed, but she's actually not. What's happening on that eye is that she's actually blind in it, and she was born that way. She came that way to me from Snakes at Sunset. I opened my package, and then I saw her like that. And if you check out this eye, this is her right eye. As you can see, it is super underdeveloped. And until recently, I was under the impression that it was completely just not functional. I didn't think she could see through it. But lately I feel like she's been kind of tracking my movements through that eye a little bit more. Like usually she used to ignore any movement that came from that side of her face. But nowadays I feel like she can see it. Like when I'm feeding her, I feel like she turns towards that direction. If I hold the mice on that side of her face, she can come to that side of the direction, but it could also just be her sensing the mouse in that direction. But even when I've just tried like my hand or a stick or something, I really feel like she might actually be able to have a tiny bit of sight in that underdeveloped eye. But I also could just be wrong. It could just be her being able to sense movement that's happening there. Whoops. Sorry about that. So, yeah, so she's completely blind in the other eye, and the underdeveloped eye could have sight, but is also likely to just be completely blind. So up until recently, I've just like considered her a completely blind snake. She has shown no other signs of being able to see, especially not out of the left eye, and just that hint of possibility being able to see out of the right eye. But it has not hindered her life. She eats just fine. She has eaten since I got her. She never didn't eat. And she's been reasonably healthy. She grew really, really slow when I first got her, but it seems like she's picking up a little bit of speed in how fast she's choosing to grow. I definitely feel like she's been dropping sheds a lot more often than when I first got her, so that's a really good sign. She may always be small for her size. She very well could get some serious growth spurt in, and then just suddenly just blow up and be as big as a normal born Brazilian Rainbow Boa who didn't come with all these difficulties. So, her small size could just be a part of her deformity. It could just be her eyes, and she's just a slow grower. Either way, she's been a really good snake to have. I really enjoy having her. Not as complicated to care for as one would assume. It's really just about keeping their humidity up. When they're babies, they really need higher humidity. I keep her humidity at about 70 to 80%, and that's where I keep her humidity at, and she seems to do just fine. I don't have to do anything special when it comes to her for her to shed, because that keeps it perfect. She always gives me a perfect shed. It's never been a problem. I've never had to adjust anything, and that's probably because I just keep her humidity at such a high level that it works. That I don't have to do anything special to help her through her sheds like I do with some of my other snakes who will require me to actually up their humidity a bit. She's already just naturally in a environment where her humidity is high, thus helps her with her shed really well. If at any point she did have a really rough shed, I would assume that there was something wrong with my husbandry, like her humidity was not upright, that something was wrong. Because otherwise, she has perfect sheds every single time. I've never had a problem with it. Hey, get out of there. Yeah. But yeah, she's my little noodle. I have thoroughly enjoyed taking care of her. I cannot wait for her to grow up to be her full, beautiful, full blown, iridescent self. Like, this camera is not catching it, so definitely stick around to the end of the video because I'm gonna post some pictures of her, which capture a bit of her iridescence a lot better. I did try to do a little clip on my cell phone with my front-facing camera with another light setup. It was a complicated setup. I tried to get a little bit of capturing of her moving, but it may not come out nearly as well as the picture. So I'll post a little clip of that as well. But so stick around for that. But yeah, she's beautiful. So about the snakes at sunset. Now I did contact them when I first opened the box to tell them that this is what had happened. This is how she showed up. I'll post a picture of this right here. This was a first picture I took of her when she arrived here in her little container, and I sent the picture of it to them in an email as well as called them. Well, I called them first. They told me to send a picture. I sent the picture, and then they let me know that there had to have just been a mistake made. What really happened, I later on found out in more detail, was that this clutch came in. They had these babies, and they when they get their snakes, they look through them and they set the ones aside that are supposed to go back to their original breeder. And what happened was this one was set aside with maybe a few others that were supposed to go back to the breeder, except when my order came through, they grabbed from that stack instead of the other stack, and therefore I got this one. It was a mistake that can happen to anybody. I have no hard feelings towards Snakes at Sunset. I got my Sunbeam snake from Snakes at Sunset, and it's been a great experience. So wait, that's a lie. I got my Sunbeam snake from Triple L Reptiles. So I take that back. But yeah, I've had a good experience with Snakes at Sunset, and I would order from them again. I have no problems with that. And so, because mistakes happen and I don't hold it against them, what they did to take care of the issue when I did call them was they asked me if I was capable of providing for the snake with all of its potential challenges. I told them that I was, and they gave me a full refund and let me keep the snake. So, that was a really great response to a simple accident that I'm sure happens, and I really appreciate the way they handled that situation, and I have thoroughly enjoyed keeping her ever since. And I would recommend Snakes at Sunset as a place to order, but people should just know whenever you're ordering from an online place, you risk something like this happening. You risk the fact that you're probably getting a wild caught animal, because places like that do have a lot of imports. So that's just something to keep in mind when you're thinking about ordering from somewhere like Snakes at Sunset, Triple L Reptiles, or any of those other places. I also highly suggest you do your research on those places and look up some reviews. There's a Facebook group called FBI. I think it's feedback and something for reptile something. Either way, if you search FBI and put in reptile with that, you'll probably see it show up. Don't just put in FBI, because then you'll see like the FBI, and you're probably not looking for that. I named her Toph from The Last Airbender because she was blind, and I thought, a blind character, a blind beautiful snake, why not, right? So that's what I decided to name her. This is my Brazilian Rainbow Boa. She's growing very nicely. I hope you guys enjoyed meeting her, and I hope the pictures that I post at the end of this will give you a better insight to what she looks like than what is getting captured on this camera, because I'm serious, there are no words to describe how beautiful these snakes are. Their iridescence is just amazing. I think there are very few snakes that can match it, sunbeam snake being one of those. Bolins, I can't remember how to say it, but that python, you all probably know what I'm talking about, like the pinnacle of all beautiful rainbowy snakes, that super expensive one, can probably rival these guys. There are a lot of snakes out there that have iridescence, but these guys are absolutely well known for their iridescence. If you capture it in the right light, it's just absolutely stunning. So yeah, that's Baby Toph, everybody. I don't want to keep rambling on the video and make it super long. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Wednesday. Love yourselves, love your reptiles, love your family and your friends, and I hope y'all keep spreading those herps. TWR is out. Say bye. Bye.
I had to try.